Hi, leaders, and welcome to day 4 of our 25-day series of transformational leadership. And today we're going to talk about one of the most exciting parts of leadership, which is casting your vision. Now, I do know and I remember that on day 1, I briefly talked about vision and mission, but today we're going to highlight it again because it's that important. Anywho, infamous Helen Keller once stated, "The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision." I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about vision and mission, and he made it, first of all, my friend used to be one of the commandants at Airman Leadership School. That was the last career field that I was in before I separated from the Air Force after serving for 14 years. So I was on the phone with my friend, and one of the things that he mentioned to me about vision, it just made so much sense. He said, imagine I'm giving you my glasses and you can't see out of them because it's not your prescription. So your vision is going to be blurred and altered unless I give you the correct prescription. The correct prescription can simply just mean, in the terms of talking about casting your vision for leadership purposes, can simply just mean I am sharing with you and telling you exactly what I need to happen in order for us to meet our goals for the mission. And after all, a compelling vision inspires action. So here are 3 actionable tips to create and communicate a vision that sticks. Actionable tip number 1, make it clear. Your vision should be simple enough that anybody can understand it. Avoid jargon at all costs and focus on the core message. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Not only is this acronym a way to help your vision come to life, but it's a framework also for setting goals, objectives, and measuring success. Starting off with the specific part, answer questions like what needs to be accomplished, who's responsible, and what steps need to be taken. Measurable. Define how progress will be measured. Achievable. Make sure the goal is challenging but attainable. Consider if you have the resources and the capabilities to achieve it. Relevant. Consider why the goal is important and how it contributes to your overall objectives. In this case, we're talking about vision for team success, so just nix out the goal part and replace it with vision. Lastly, T, time-bound. Set a clear timeline to help you track progress and identify missed milestones. Number 2 for casting your vision, tie it to purpose. Connect your vision to something bigger than the task at hand. Help your team see how their work contributes to a greater good. For example, whenever I stated that I was in the Air Force's mission is to fly, fight, and win. Now, fly, fight, and win could be up for interpretation if your squadron or the people who were appointed over you did not make the vision and how to achieve the mission statement clear. Like, for instance, how are we going to fly? I don't know, let's get on a random commercial air flight. Clearly, that's not going to be the case for the Air Force. There's F-15s and C-130s and all other types of jazz. Fight. What does that look like? It looks like warheads on foreheads, but we're not going to get into the warheads and foreheads part for this channel. But just bringing it back to what I used to do and how you can apply it to your leadership skills and your corporate job. And number 3, repeat, repeat, repeat. Share your vision often and in different ways. People need to hear it multiple times before it truly sinks in. For example, my mission is to empower leaders, transform teams, and inspire legacy. The way that I would repeat that often to my team members, I would just share things with them like how I would empower leaders. Do I give them opportunities to grow personally and professionally? Transforming teams. Okay, if I know that my team dynamic is in a constant storming, we're not norming or performing on anything, that might be an issue. So I'm going to need to remind my team in the ways that they can achieve the level of performing so that we can be successful. And then lastly, inspiring legacy. I don't want my teammates to just be busy bee workers for the rest of their careers. I want to help them develop their own sense of leadership and ability. So what I would do is just show them ways that they can have their own type of generational wealth. So let me make it plain. I'll give you my actual vision statement to give you some ideas on how you can come up with your own. Mine is to empower current and aspiring leaders with the skills, tools, and mindset to inspire transformation, foster trust, and leave a legacy of impactful leadership. So here's your challenge for the day. In case you have yet to do this from day 1, I want to encourage you to do this again. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing that I said to you on day 1, which is write down your vision for your team or project. Share it with one team member and ask for their feedback. See how it resonates with them. If it resonates well with your team member, keep it. If not, go back to the drawing board and see if it needs to be made more plain, if it needs to have more action steps, if it needs to just be in layman's terms. Again, don't be too wordy. Make it simple and to the point. And remember, if you want to change it later in life, you're more than welcome to do it. It's your business after all. So thank you again for joining me on day 4. A great vision can literally move mountains, or at least inspire your team to hit their goals. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5 of our 25-day leadership series of transformational leadership. We're going to talk about effective communication. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.